Okay, on to Paladin. Again, check the legendaries first, since they will be the least impactful, just strictly due to appearance. Oh, whoops, didn't have the mana right way I wanted. Alright, so, first one, it's a very good card. Prelaunch, the Tenured, 8 mana 3/12. Rush, whenever this attacks a minion, set the defender's attack and health to 3. So, the effect alone is insane. This is like a triple S effect. Now the downside of the card is that it costs 8 mana, which is huge. So if this was like a 5 mana 3/6 or 3/7 like or 6 mana, this would be fucking insane. Would be actually better than Tyrion almost. But this is still a dumb card. The downside again to this card is that it's 8 mana. So 3/9 on turn 8, the opponent's likely to kill it. So at best, you could probably kill 2 guys with this. It's good, but it's not Tyrion. This is still a dumb card. It's easily in the range, S tier range. I don't know if this is. It's double S. It's double S. Yeah, fuck it. It's double S. I was gonna say 1S, but double S is fine. But it's not as good as Tyrion. Or Keeper of Ultramon. Keeper Ultramon might be double S or as well. But this Keeper Ultramon doesn't have Rush. This does. This is still good. This dumb card. Fucking dumb card. Alright, next card. High Abyss Allura. 4 mana 3/6. It's also a priest dual class card. Spell Burst. Cast a spell from your deck. Targets this if possible. So this is better in Paladin, I would say. So, because in Paladin, what spells would you have? They're mostly going to be buff spells. The only nerf or removal spells you're gonna have are what, like Hammer of Wrath, Subdue, maybe what's his face? Humility. You might pull the Realm of Justice, which you didn't want, but this is a good card. And it's probably better. It has to be a better card in Paladin, right? Beast, you just cast a removal or board clear when you don't want to, or burns the spell. So again, you could delay your spell burst for it. This is not an S card. It might not even be A card due to the difficulty in this card. As a stat line, it's fine, but I really think this is better in Paladin. Because Paladins, you're typically gonna have buff spells. If any other spells, it's going to be maybe a secret. It's going to be a humility, maybe subdue, or liberal justice. The high health allows the paladin to buff. So for paladin, I think a B plus is fine. I could even go as high as an AA minus in paladin. But I'm not sure. It's fine. I think B plus is fine. Lord Baroth, 3 mana 3/2. It's also a warrior dual class card. Battlecry. Set the health of all other minions to 1. This is fucking stupid. Death Rattle. Deal 1 damage to all minions. That doesn't really matter too much unless you set up a board. The first half already is insane. This is good, but it probably doesn't matter too much. This might be a little better in in Warrior than it is in Paladin. Because they might have some enrage or damage synergy. This is insane. So fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. Played 3-2 to maybe have a board clear. This is at least an S. I don't know if this is double S. Probably is. This fucking stupid card too. So stupid. So dumb. 3 mana equality with a board with a we play a 3/2 drop with a death rattle that can clear everything anyway. It's fucking insane. Actually, this might be worse in Warrior because Paladin's hard to have removal. They don't have board clears in Paladin, at least in Standard. It doesn't matter. This is a stupid card regardless. S, double S, whatever. I mean, it has to be good, right? It's equality on a body. Right, onto the epics. Devote Pupil, 6 mana, 4/5 taunt, Divine Shield and taunt. It's also a priest dual class card. Dual class card. Cost 1 less for each spell you've cast on friendly characters this game. So this is a strictly better Sunwalker. The spells you're going to cast on your own minions are going to be buffs. This is good. I don't know how good this is. How likely are you going to have buffs? You don't have buffs that often in Paladin, or traditionally maybe 3? Maybe if you're lucky 4 buffs. It's going to be better in Priest. They all have a lot of buffs, but the Paladin buffs are, you don't draft them as much, you only want a few. It's still good. The upside's insane, but it's a better Sunwalker. B plus A minus. Sunwalker's probably a B plus. B, maybe even B now. But yeah, give it A minus. So yeah, I think this is better in Priest because of grave runes and stupid shit like that. Oh yeah, you don't even yeah, well you grave rune something and then you this and you split this, yeah, whatever. Ceremonial Maul. 3 mana 2/2 weapon. It's also a warrior dual class card. Spell burst. Summon a student with taunt. Stats equal to the spell's cost. So so as a weapon, this is not good. As a pure weapon, it's not that good. The effect, if you get, so what follow-up spell will you play? Can you play on Paladin? Blessing of Kings, Consec. Warrior spells are typically bad, and they're probably small, like Execute or whatever. What big spell? This is probably better in Paladin. And worse in Warrior because you have bigger weapons in Warrior. Again, how often are you playing a spell? Secret is 1 mana, so 1/1 taunt. It has a big upside if you play a big spell. I'm gonna go with B plus. This was a 2/3, it would be much better, of course. It honestly should have been because they power creep the weapons. But it's not a strictly better axe, but I will go with B plus. Again, most of my rains are probably on the higher side, but it's whatever. Okay, Argent Braggart, 2 mana 1/1. Battlecry. Gain attack and health to match the highest in the battlefield. This is a fucking dumb card. It could be played on 2 to outclass your opponent's drop. They play 3/2, you get a 4/3, which trades up, whatever. This is fucking stupid card. This is a dumb card. So dumb. Again, it's just a threat card, but giving this a double S. Such a dumb card. This is not triple S because again, it's just a threat stat body. That's it. Later on, when it all comes down to it. But this is a stupid card. This effect should not exist, but it does. So we're gonna pay for it. You're gonna get screwed. So yeah. On to rares. Commencement. 7 mana. Summon a minion from your deck. Give it Taunt and Divine Shield. This is not good. It's a recruit type of effect, and huge recruit spells were rarely good. So Divine Shield is worth 1 minion, or 1 mana. Taunt is worth half a mana. The summon recruit pull, let's say 2 mana, like a novice engineer. So 2, 3, 4. So you're paying 3 mana to pull a big minion, maybe, but that's not good. I mean, there's upside, but Paladin, you typically don't have too many threats. It can be good, but this is much better in Warrior. On Paladin, giving it a D. It's very deck dependent. Could give this D minus, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Blessing of Authority. 5 mana spell. Give a minion +8/+8. It can't attack heroes this turn. This is a fucking stupid card. This is easily an S tier. Easily an S tier card. So at worst, you have a 1/1 on board, and it became a 9/9 and kills the opponent's threat. On turn 7, you get a 9/9 at worst. As a hero power, buff your recruit. You don't have initiative, but you have a threat. And it says give a minion, not a friendly minion, so I don't know if that means you can essentially save yourself a turn as well. This is a stupid card, but it's just a huge stat. I don't know if this is double. This is at least an S. I don't know if it's double S. Wait, I gave the Bragger a double S. Well, that's also cheaper, but this affects the board immediately. This is a dumb card. 5 mana, yeah. Wait. It's kind of like almost a... What's his face? Dragonwood Poacher. Instead of Rush, well, you have the minion on board, so that's the Rush. It's like a Dragonwood Poacher almost. Because of the 8/8, but... And that was, yeah, that was insane if you get the Dragonwood Poacher to proc early. Just dunk him for 4, but you spend 5, and this keeps the buff. It's a plus instead of turn, so yeah. This is a stupid buff. This is a much better Kings. Kings is like an A. It's not, I don't even think it's A+. It's an A. True Silver Concept or A+, maybe. Or Concept is a little less of an A+, but I don't know. Plus King's probably A- actually, but whatever. Yeah. Gift of Luminance. 3 mana spell. It's also a priest dual class card. Give a minion Divine Shield, then summon a 1/1 copy of it. It's probably better in Priest, where they're gonna have Death Rattles. Paladin, you're typically just gonna have stats. This is fine. It's not bad. So you pay Hand of Protection's 2 mana. A Ardent Squire is 1 mana. So yeah, this is fair. It's actually pretty fair. It's a solid card. It's better in Priest, I think. But again, it could be slow. It's a fair card. It's a good card. I think B+ is fine. I'm not sure if I could give this a B because the way Paladin wants to make sure they have tempo. This can, this better in the later turns, but on curve it can be not as great. But it's whatever. Yeah. Goody 2 shields, 3 mana, 4/2. Divine Shield. So pretty good. It's a better Scarlet Crusader already. Spell Burst, gain Divine Shield. So this card's insane. So you play it. It's a better Scarlet Crusader. Hit. Spell Burst next turn. Yeah, this is insane. I don't know if it's S, because I'm not sure how easy Spell Burst will be in Paladin, but this is a really good card. So, A+. Again, this is not like a mage class, but so. On to the commons. Judicious Junior, 6 mana, 4/9 lifesteal. So it's not a bad card. It's a defensive stat line where you want to buff, but it's not a threat. Not bad. I don't think it's good, but the high health can be a pain. Because in Paladin, you probably typically want, well, you do want defensive line because you have buffs, but typical no buff, you want slightly aggressive line. So going to give it a B-. You could draw after 1. I don't think you want to draft 2 because then you have 2 defensive cards without taunt. If it had taunt, this would be insane. But then they would probably have to change the name of the flavor of the card as well. If this had taunt, this would be really good, but yeah, this should have taunt. I mean, Blizzard already made broken stuff. If this had taunt, this would be A-? No, it could even be A+, but that's card. Because Paladin want initiative cards. Shield of Honor, 1 mana spell. It's also a warrior dual class. Give a damaged minion +3 attack and Divine Shield. So this is an arguably better Rampage because of the Divine Shield. This is a arguably better Seal Champion. This is a really good card. It's going to be better in Warrior because they don't have buffs, but it's a good card. Again, in Paladin, So Blessing of Might would be like a B. Hand up a doll draws a card. So if a minion already got damaged, this is a. I'm not sure if this is A plus. Actually, it is because then if you drop a minion, trade, then the following turn. I don't think it's a S because buffs inherently they need to be insane. This is insane actually. It is actually insane. You play a minion, value trade, play another minion. You just play normal Hearthstone, this thing's gonna be stupid. This might be an S. Yeah, this gets an S. Doesn't matter, this is at least an A, but this is a stupid card. This is gonna be better than Warrior. Wave of Apathy. 1 mana spell, it's also a priest dual class card. Set the attack of all enemy minions to 1 until your next turn. This is pretty good. It's kind of like it's a it's a kind of like a quicksand elemental, but arguably better without a body. So you trade off. This is good. It's actually pretty good. It's a Alder Peacekeeper effect. Alder Peacekeeper is very good. This is at least an A tier. I'm gonna give it A plus. Because Paladin you might not have that big of a board, and if you do, you win the game. If they have they have to have a similar sized board, but it's at least an A tier for sure. This is not as good in Priest, but it could combo stuff. But first day of school, 0 mana. Add 2 random 1-cost minions to your hand. This is really good. You play this on turn 1, fill out your curve. You play this on any turn to fill out your curve. It's really good. This is at least an A plus. I don't know if I could give this an S, but this is an A plus because of what 1 mana cards minions are. So yeah, this is a really good card. So that is all for the Paladins cards. Probably gonna. So yeah, watch on YouTube, but you could check out other classes in those videos. So yeah, until then.